Yo, what's up guys? Today I have a UU battle versus my buddy. This is for the quarterfinals of the UU Open going on Smogon. So let's get right into the match. Play music off. So I'm leading off my Whimsicott as he leads off with his Hydreigon. I am calm, max special defense, so I know that if he goes for Fire Blast I can live it. It's more than likely that if he has Scarf though, he's going to want to U-turn out fearing the Moonblast, so I'm going to go for the U-turn of my own. The reason I brought this Whimsicott was because I think Afro Smash loves running Hydreigon, he loves running Victini, so if I get off a slow U-turn while I have Dougie in the back, I can basically trap something, and it's more likely that he'll always go for U-turn with like Pokemon like Victini. So basically, turn 1, I trap his Empoleon. I am able to knock it out with the Choice Banded Earthquake. So I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty crispy right here. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a snack wrap. I can just trap the Victini next time. If he goes for Recreate versus my Jirachi, that gives him the speed drop if he is like Choice Scarf or something like that. Either way, all I have to do is sack for Victini, and then I just come in with Dougie and trap it. So he goes out to Arrow. I'm going to switch out into my Jirachi because it is a rather safe, and he goes for Pursuit. He Pursuit shots me, so that was a really good play on his part. I did not see that coming, not at all. As I'm just going to go out to my suicune as he does not have much that wants to come in. So I'm going to go for the first Hydro Pump as he ends up bringing out Machamp. Because I do have Whimsicott, I wasn't expecting him to go for like Dynamic Punch. So I went for another Hydro Pump as he actually reveals Close Combat. So he's more than likely running Guts, Assault Vest, Machamp. And I end up hitting 3 out of 3 Hydro Pumps right here. Not bad. So I'm able to knock out the Machamp with the next one. He could have switched out into Hydreigon, but then again, me Ice Beaming would do a hell of a lot to it. So he ends up going on to his Victini right now. I'm just going to go out into my Hydreigon. Because I am Choice Scarf, I could take the incoming Bolt Strike, and I could actually go for the U-turn, kind of expecting him to want to switch out. But he has nothing that really wants to come in on this. If I went for Draco, it would do a lot. So he ended up going for his U-turn, revealing that he is not Choice Banded right there, as I end up going out into my Whimsicott, expecting the U-turn. So I'm going to go out into my Jirachi now because I can take the incoming Aerial Ace. And I do have Rocks on this Jirachi. But I'm actually just going to go for U-turn just to keep up offensive momentum. I don't want to lose a turn by going for Rocks, as he ends up going out to his Gligar. And by me basically going for U-turn, I get in my Suicune, I get the extra leftovers recovery, which means that eventually I can take Scarf Dracos from Hydreigon. And basically it just means that I can get a kill right here. So I'm going to go right for the Ice Beam as he ends up going out to his Hydreigon. Didn't really want to risk Victini or Arrow because I could easily have just gone for the Hydro Pump right there. I don't want to take a Draco. I am actually going to go out to my own Hydreigon and predicting him to predict my Whimsicott or my Jirachi as he ends up going for the U-turn. U-turns out into his Gligar. I'm just going to go for my own U-turn as I didn't really want him to U-turn out with his Gligar right here from my Suicune. So I decided to go out to my Haxorus. But I do see Sub, so I'm thinking he might be some sort of Sub Baton Pass set. So what he's actually going to do is go for Sub again, expecting me to want to click Outrage. That way he can Confusion Stall me. But I am going to go out to my Suicune, and because I am offensive, all I got to do is click Ice Beam. I will be able to outspeed him, as he is going to try and Baton Pass out into his Victini. So I don't really want to stay in. Suicune is actually my win condition, so what I'm going to do is just go right out into my Hydreigon right here, predicting the Bolt Strike as I can take that. And now what I can do is just start firing off Dark Pulses. His entire team is 2-hit KO'd at this point, so he ends up going out to Aerodactyl, as it does not take Dark Pulse well at all. Probably expecting my Draco right there, as now he's going to go out to his Hydreigon. The thing is, we're both Timid Scarf, so it's a speed tie. If I win it, I can just win right here, but he ends up winning the speed tie, so he can go right for U-turn, and basically just prolong the game a bit more by doing that, as he can go out into his Victini. As I'm just going to go out to my Haxorus, that way I essentially ensure one more of his Pokemon goes down, because my win condition is actually setting up Tailwind with my Whimsicott, and if I get rid of one Pokemon, by him only having 3 Pokemon left, I ensure that I get up Tailwind. So he ends up going right for the Dragon Pulse. I'm just going to go right out into my Jirachi right now, as he's locked in the Dragon Pulse, and I can just go right for the U-turn, trying to bait in his Victini right here, as Victini does end up coming out. And now what I can do is go right out to my Whimsicott. Because he did see leftovers and U-turn, maybe he's not expecting Tailwind, so I am going to go for the Tailwind, as he is able to knock me out with the V-Create, and this allows my Suicune to just come right in and have a lot of fun versus his team. So I'm going to go right out to my Suicune, just going to click Hydro Pump. Hydreigon will go down, Gligar will go down, Victini will go down. He goes out to Hydreigon, and basically he has to hope for me to miss. He has to hope for me to miss right here. So my Suicune can actually take one Bolt Strike from his Victini, even if I do miss. But if I did miss right here, this Hydro Pump, what I would have had to do was, well, he would have gone out to Gligar after that, And then what I would have had to do was go out to my Jirachi on this Victini because I could take both strikes. I'm physically defensive, and I would force him to go for Recreate to knock me out. Otherwise, I'd T-Wave him, and his win condition was still me missing Hydro Pump. So I end up hitting the Hydro Pump right here, and his last is that Gligar, which I can just knock out with the Ice Beam. So yeah, good game, bro. This was game 1. It's best of 3, and I'll be uploading the other games, you know, within the week. So hope you guys all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. I'm planning on streaming later. Follow me on twitch.tv/pokeaim. And yeah, until next time, later.